and welcome to the Moonlit Snowfall. My name is Rejomei. I am a self-taught 3-2 who streams anything and everything that does not break TOS. We are going to start the timer real quick because I have forgotten to do it before, and I don't feel like giving you guys a free, 3 hours? So, we're just gonna deal with this. Let's move these because they're kind of in the way for now. We'll just put them there. Okay, so hello and welcome to handcam screen or handcam stream. Yes. So I was gonna play Isekai Slow Life, but I gotta actually start on time for that, and I want to get pretty far in this little DIY thing. But before I do DIY, and I hate my model looking like that. There we go. Meow. Okay. That looks kind of cute. I have it to where the model is not actually being tracked by the webcam because obviously this is over here and my camera's over there. So I can only look at one simultaneously. So that being said, I am looking over here and not over there. Also, I do not have the little bracelet on because, you know, I'll put it on next time we do hand cam because it's upstairs and I took it off when I did my shower that led to my nap. So, we are doing a little miniature DIY coffee shop, but before we get to that, I wanted to show you guys these Smol cranes that I have for the Scufftacular. Because I keep talking about them, and I just realized I haven't actually shown them off here. No, your wings aren't spread out enough. Spread them out. There we go. So, these are the Smol cranes. They are just little origami cranes. As you can see, they are normal origami cranes, but they are Smol. So, I did actually, whenever I taught myself how to make these, I taught myself how to use starburst wrappers. So I do have quite a few starburst wrappers that I have collected for this. The fact that hubby loves starburst has never come in handy this much. Also, I have one that's this big, so I have plenty of wrappers. It's just a matter of, you know, how to get there. Also, I have 2 of these because, you know, hubby loves starburst. So it'll last him a while, but, you know, until then, I get wrappers. So it makes me happy to, you know, get the wrappers. And yes, I cut these down to where they are actually perfect squares because it's very hard to make. There we go. Better. It is very hard to make a crane with a wrapper that is not a perfect square. So that being said, I also have all of these. This is what I'm using. This is what I have used to make the cranes so far. As you can tell, there are no starburst wrappers here. Just origami paper cut down. So what I do is I take, you know, normal origami paper, and this one paper sheet will make 16. It'll make 16 of these. So one sheet of this is worth 16 cranes to me. So, as far as if you're wondering what I'm going to do with the cranes after the Scufftacular, I have a new sponsor. We have not gotten my code set up or anything yet, but I will be setting that up before September. I'm gonna see if I can get that set up this month, actually. I do have to talk to the sponsor and see how we're gonna do that and all that, what my code's gonna be, what the percentage is gonna be, and all that. But, it is actually for a website which has a bunch of soap and other stuff, and it's actually really fun. And I'm directly helping the sponsor with shapes and stuff. Weird. There was dust. So, the little W tins here are Pom Blum, S'mores, and Shadow Monarch Surge, which is their solo leveling collab flavor, or at least one of the two. I got the grape one because I prefer artificial grape over whatever the other one is. I haven't really paid attention to the other one other than it's blue. So, yeah. Here has the tiger's blood in it. Because I thought that would be, you know, a good idea. So, we are going to, real quick, before we get this started, there's the cute little coffee shop that we're going to work on. Before we do that, we are going to look at the schedule and the stuff here, because I did update stuff to where it would be, you know, easier to read and all that, so I am hoping that I have made life easier for everyone. So, first off, we're going to move this over here. There we go. Okay. Nope, that's not the one I wanted to move. I wanted to move this one. There we go. Okay, so. The Uncapped Scufftacular. We are now on day 7. We started on the 19th of June. We are now on day 7. Today we are doing the DIY mini coffee shop, which is right down here with, right here. And then tomorrow, we're doing Little Kitty, Big City, and Stray, because I thought that those would be really fun. Tomorrow is also a friend's birthday who really likes cats. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna theme my stream around cats, even if I know that they won't watch it in a million years. That's what I get for having friends that are Gen X and don't really, you know, get the whole streaming thing. But whatever. We can have fun with the cat games anyway. 4th of July, I do have off because, you know, I don't stream on even numbered days of the month. Today is an oddity. And then the 5th, we're going to go back to the DIY mini coffee shop because I don't think I can finish this thing this stream. And then on the 7th, we are going to finish Rugrats Adventures in Gameland. I got stuck in that because apparently I need full cookies on all the babies to have enough life to even make it to where I need to. Also, I made it through 2 or 3 of the sections needed to get to Rip Tower, but we need more cookies to be able to, you know, make it happen. And then after I beat the Rugrats Adventures in Gameland, we are going to go back to Papucom, which is the game I played last stream, which was yesterday. Yes, it was the game I played yesterday, where I was playing single player and I was controlling both characters with a single controller. So even if it's nothing but me failing over and over again because soft lock, hard lock, I don't care what kind of lock, it will be, you know, worth your while to be watching because I will be making a fool of myself because I'm playing the game very much not how the dev intended it. Okay, so I did change a little bit of this one because I realized that you guys should probably see where we currently are at with the goals. Because, you know, I realized that no one knew where we currently are at. So, as of the starting of this stream, we are currently at $41 total for the list of goals. I do add subs. I have not figured out what T2 or T3 subs will be worth yet because I have not, you know, had to I have never had a T2 or a T3 sub, so that's kind of why I haven't figured them out. Anyway, bits are a very simple math equation. 100 bits equals $1 added to goals because I get $1 for every 100 bits that you guys give me. For subs, the reason that I have a T1 sub set to $2, I am not using what you guys spend on subs for the goals. I am using what I get for every single sub you guys give me for what I'm using for the goals. So yes, I get $2 per T1 sub. That is just how it is with how my percentages with Twitch work. If it is not, desirable, then there is a goal for me to get the Plus program, and, eventually I would like to become partner. Those both affect my percentages, but as of right now, the T1 sub sits at $2 for me. And then, the Isekai Slow Life. Come on, let me select it. Okay, so, this little thing right here. Yes, I'm going over the 3%. Shut up, Twitch. So, this game, we're gonna do this as well. Okay. Yes? Isekai. I have to remember the command. Now, that Isekai. There we go. Okay, so Isekai Slow Life. This game is going to be, or rather this little sponsor campaign thing, is going to be active until the 20th of July around 8 a.m. EST. So all you guys have to do, it's completely free, at least for what I'm saying. All you have to do is download the game, use the link, or use the QR that pops up on this thing right here. And all you have to do to help support my stream after that is download the game. Yes, downloading the game supports me. Literally. Like, legit. Okay, so downloading the game supports me, and then, as you can see, all these goals are rotating through. All you have to do is reach level 4 to 28 in-game. Those are the goals. Somewhere between level 4 and 28. 28 is the maximum goal that I have, as you can see rotating through right now. And then, also, if you purchase a $5 pack or a $10 pack in-game after using my link, then those will also support me. And those, I do receive about 90% of what you guys spend. And I'm going to say 1 per person is what that will work at. But also, if you guys reach level 20 in-game, you will also trigger the gift sub thing. You see this little present icon here? That is a gift sub for my community. So if you guys reach level 20 in, or rather not unlock, because I don't know if it's to you or to a random person. I think it's a random gift sub. But you will trigger the event of the gift sub to my community if you reach level 20, which would be kind of awesome. So, we will be playing that probably tomorrow, since I didn't have good timing today. I was planning on playing it tonight, but, timing! Timer. Go. There. Cool. Okay. So, I forget, this model is registered to the mouse X and Y, so it kind of has to do stuff like that. Okay. Let's try that. Yeah. I don't like that. Don't mind me, just messing with my lighting. There we go. That's good enough. Okay, so time for the mini coffee shop because we got all of the stuff that we have to do at the beginning of the stream covered. Oh, by the way, just a heads up for the Dubby stuff. Exclamation point Dubby in chat if you are interested in a 10% off your purchase. Also, with Dubby, it's a lot better if it's cold, and also adding a little bit of sugar does make it taste a lot better as well because they don't actually have sugar in the mix at all. So hubby does not like most of the Dubby products at all without sugar. So I was wondering for the longest time why he didn't like them, and turns out I just have to add like 3 spoonfuls of sugar or like, you know, 3 sugar cubes or whatever. Because, you know, it tastes sweet at that. So, this is the coffee house. It's super cool looking. That's what it should look like when I'm done. That is the finished product. So we are going to try to make it there. Important note. Dear customer, you could download the PDF of instruction, must have video, and the assembly progress may not have by this link or by scanning this QR code. You should search the product code when visiting the website, and then you will find the download link of the product. If you do not find or could not find, download the English instruction or any other problems such as missing parts or assembly steps, please feel free to contact us attaching to your order ID from Amazon. Ah, okay, so the order ID from Amazon is kind of important. Cool. You can send email to this address. There's their email. We will help you solve your problems. Please make sure your email box available to receive our messages. So, check your spam is what that is. Please note that the product does not include glue and battery. Okay. I got glue. I need a battery? What size battery do you need? Not that that's going to be relevant this stream, but hey, we can think of that next stream. Please note product does not include glue or battery. Please prepare them by yourself. Thanks for understanding. You could scan the QR code and follow our flagship store on Amazon. Best regards, these guys. So, all of the goodies. Okay, so all of this. I can't read that. There's that. And this. Okay. Oh! Apparently it's a music box. I didn't realize it was a music box. I totally didn't realize it's a music box, or at least it has a music box feature. See? I'm kind of curious now. Can I get this thing to play, like, by itself? What song is it? Please don't get me in trouble with DMCA or copyright notices on, YouTube. Oh, it's stuck. Wait. I do not understand what is going on here. Huh. Okay. So, I'm gonna have hubby look at this because he's better at this kind of stuff than I am. And I'm gonna have him try to get it to work before, you know, next stream. Or next time we do this. Oh. That might help. That might help. Just a little, maybe. So this goes here? Maybe? Maybe? I don't know where it goes. There's nowhere that's looking like it would be... Ah! It goes on here. Okay. That explains a lot. Okay. There we go. Got it. Give me 1 second. I just realized. Ah! Okay, that makes me happy. That makes me very happy. Oh, out of all the songs you can put on a mystery music box, that makes me very, very happy. Oh, okay. Night made already. Okay, so let's see. This looks like a bunch of hardware that is connected to. Oh, hey, there are coffee cups right here. See, coffee cups. And then that looks like a pot to a plant. Some seed beads, those are gonna be fun. Some terracotta pots. Some puzzling for some chairs. Cool. Hardware! Gotta have the hardware. There we go. We got a ruler, because every one of these has to have a ruler. We got another pair of scissors, just like... Where's my red pair? Aha. Okay, so both of these sets of scissors I have gotten out of sets like this. We got an X-Acto blade, because... Well, X-Acto blade wannabe. It's X-Acto blade at home, okay? A screwdriver, because we actually need a screwdriver this time, and it is actually not the smallest or cutest screwdriver I've seen, because I've seen, you know, jewelry screwdrivers. But that is actually kind of cute. And, of course, tweezers, because all of these have tweezers. Boop. Tweezers. Because, you know, most people who make these don't make small things like my cranes, and they usually need to have tweezers because they do not know how to fit their fingers into tiny places where they probably shouldn't. Okay, we have I think that's a base plate and a bunch of the outer build there. And then we got this stuff, which I don't know what this is for. Like, why do we have 5 of these? There's not a big enough area on here for 5 of these to matter, is there? Like, is that a thing? Okay, so where is all of the signage and stuff? That's what I want to know. So there's that. There's where the batteries go. We also have a nail file for some reason, right there. but okay. Okay, so our... Ah! Here we go. Here's all the paper stuff that we're gonna need. Found it! In the spot that I guess makes the most sense. I mean, with the greenhouse, it was kind of, you know, unorganized, and same with the chocolatier thing. Which, by the way, I need to finish the chocolatier thing. We will probably add that to what we're doing after this. So, what is the first thing that it says I should do? First thing it says I should do. Notice of assemble. Cool. Goodbye. So, this all just confirms what stuff is, I think. Yes. Because this is not the actual paper I'm supposed to use, is it? Those are in here, aren't they? Or are these actually the papers I'm supposed to use? I think those might actually be the papers I'm supposed to use. Okay, interesting. That is so cute. It's like a little ice cream. Little donut thing. The plants. The plants are always really interesting because it's always like flat. And then you just assemble them by folding them. Let's not lose that because that might be important. I don't know if it is. Okay, so yeah, these seem to be important papers, I think. Yeah, I think this is actually the paper that I'm supposed to use for that part of the build. That makes sense. Because I don't see the papers for those parts of the model anywhere else. So, let's do that. I just realized I am very much, like, I have very specific things I like. Because of you cats, ordinary things are amusing. Interesting. Ah! I tipped over the glue. There we go. So yeah, those are totally the papers I'm supposed to use. Okay, so these are all the materials. Now how do we put together? Because you should have instructions in here somewhere, right? Right? Am I looking at the instructions? I am totally looking at the instructions, aren't I? Yep, this is totally the instructions. Okay, that's cool. It's like a wrapped chocolate that goes in a box. Right there. Okay. So, that plant's gonna be fun. I love how indirect these always are. Okay, I do not need the material list. I need where the instructions start. Okay, here are the instructions. So, that goes on that. That goes on that. That goes on that. And then E2 and E3 go on there. And that. Okay. There's one of the lights. Okay. I am going to have to trust the... Trust the process on this. Okay. So... all of this can be taken out. Because this is all stuff that I'm going to need to actually use. So... they have given me a perforation, which is nice. But I don't know if I trust the perforation, so... this is me not trusting the perforation. Yeah. I did just realize something. Did I... I did not! Of course I didn't. I thought I did this. If you would like to watch. Might do this, or you can check out the replies for direct. To get to it directly. I need this. I totally failed that. I totally thought I posted on X that I was live. I'm sorry, X. I'm sorry, everyone who's on X and not Discord, to where, you know, you can get the auto thingy via Discord. I'm sorry. There we go. There we go. Okay. There. Okay. Post. It is literally every stream, isn't it? It's something. Every single time. This is why I called it the Scufftacular. Just saying. Just saying. Okay. Reset model. There we go. To spot that I like. There we go. It looks cute like this. There we go. And I just realized. There we go. My bow is covering the QR code for the merch. I probably shouldn't do that. Okay, back to ripping this. Because I can't. Because I actually need these pages to be usable. Apparently. Okay. Next. Come on. There we go. There's even a little menu right here. Super cute. Come in. I need you too. Come here, Paige. Come hither, Paige. Come to my building process. Okay, so we are now on the material list, so I do not need to look at the material list for building. Okay, so step 1. A1. How do I tell what is A1? Is this A1 here? I can't tell! Okay, so are these things here marked? Please say they are. Please say they're marked. Okay, so that is obviously a door. This is obviously framework and such. More framework. More framework. A piece that wants to get away, apparently. That's actually kind of cool. It's bendy. I will have to be careful with that one, because it looks like it will break easily. Is this A1? I can't tell if that's A1 or if I need one of the... by 18 one piece. So what are the cardboard things for? What are the 5 cardboard things for? Okay, so yes, this is A1 from what I can tell. 20 by 18. Ah yes, give me something that is... So this is 20. And that's 18. So yes. This is in fact A1. I should get out my Milwaukee measuring tape because it's just better. But it's not in my streaming area, is it? No! Why are you not here? Okay, I'm gonna go find it, because it should be in the office. And yes, this is my headset that I'm using. That's my headset. Anyway. I'm not actually leaving the room or anything, I'm just going to a different section of the office. So, better tape measure. Because This is very flimsy and very stupid, and it only goes to 15 inches, so yeet. All the yeet. Okay, so I need to get this right here. No, I need this one right here. Does this one fit? Does it fit? Did I put it on the right side? I did put it on the right side. Cool. So, I need skizzers. Move away, door! You are in my way. Okay. I don't want to cut these because I need those. So, we are going to cut right here. I can already hear hubby's reaction to this. It's not square! Well, I wasn't, you know, in sheet metal, so I am not going to make things square. I am a graphic artist who is mostly self-taught, and I went to one college class where being square mattered. So, I am sorry if I cannot do a perfectly straight line. Like, literally, my straight lines are mostly digital, so yeah. Also, in that design class, I was required every single class. I could only use this, not this. It sucked. But it taught me. Also, this thing, yeet. Going. Stupid fly. Why are you in here? Why are you in here? I don't understand where he came from. I mean, the outside doors is decently close to my location, but regardless, you should not be in here. I also installed a new screen door on my back door because I needed a new one, and it actually uses magnets and it's a Velcro, and it's just a sticky thing that attaches onto the door frame. So I got to set that up. Okay, cool. I no longer need the part piece number, so part piece number of part piecing. And yes, if I go silent, I'm just focusing on cutting a straight line. It's like, and yes, I started stream 2 hours later than I said I was going to, because I finally got the VTuber bingo card filled out with took a nap before stream. It has never like been an issue for me because of my time slot for my streams, but yeah, making my streams earlier made it to where a nap getting in the way of a stream actually could happen plausibly, and it did, and yay. Yay. There we go. There we go. Cool. So, the friend whose birthday is tomorrow, hubby and him went ATVing today, and the friend decided to learn how to fly with an ATV. Unintentionally, of course. But, all intentions aside, the fact is that, I have not talked to the third person that went with them and actually, you know, saw what happened because hubby was in front and the friend was behind hubby. So, hubby just heard the friend scream and looked back, and suddenly there was an ATV driving itself without the friend. And yes, I am able to kind of giggle about this because, one, no one was actually hurt, and two, picturing an ATV driving itself on its side is an amusing image for me, okay? There we go. Yeah. I actually kind of really like how this works like this. Okay, so we're gonna go like that. Yes, that is the justification we're going with. Go away! My build. Stupid fly? I don't even know where you came from! Go away! There we go. Gotta make sure that you guys can read that because I just love what it says. So, now we get to glue this on here. Yeah! Okay. Boop. There's the glue. Ta-da! Glue. Okay. I don't know if there's like a specific way I should do this or not, but we're just gonna try this and see if it works. As far as like working. I watched my mom use rubber cement when I was a kid. That stuff stank. And now I don't use rubber cement as an adult, I use super glue. It's probably way too much, but you know what? I want it to stick, okay? Even this kind of smells horrible. Okay, no. Do not go on it until I have verified that you are properly justified. There we go. Yes, we are on the edge. Kind of. Okay. There we go. Perfection. Or at least as close as I'm gonna get to it anyway. Ta-da! We now have a floor! That is the floor, right? Like, I'm not just hallucinating, that is... Whoops. Well then. That fell out. That's what I get for breaking it in the middle. Whatever. We'll figure it out. That's just the... I think... I don't know. No, that is some of the instructions as well. Okay, so we will figure that out later. So, yes, this is in fact the floor, or floorboard, right here. So this is this down here. So now we're going to just place this right here. Let it do the drying thing. Debbie, hold on to my floor. And then we need to do step 3. Recommend to hollow out the inner hole first, then paste it. Okay, cool. So I need B6. And I need this here. So we're going to grab this first. Because we can. There's a little bit of glue on my thumb and it is touching the paper and it's bothering me. Okay. Fixed the problem. Okay. I am so happy about the song that's on the thingy. We're gonna do that because that's gonna make my life easier. We need B6. There's B6. Right there. B6. Justification of direction probably matters if I had to bet. Okay, so it does verify. That's the front right there. Does dictate that. Okay. How am I gonna hollow out the holes? How am I gonna hollow out the holes? Whatever. Oh, so we have an outside and an inside. That makes sense. So, how it's gonna work is this is gonna go on the front and then there's gonna be a back, so it's gonna be two-sided. Oh, okay, so there's paper on both sides. So, yes. So, one paper goes here, the other paper goes here. So, I am going to need A317. One moment. A317. Alright, there. Yeah. We're just gonna cut this piece completely off because it's going to misshapen too much if I don't do that. Boop. Put that in the pile of pieces. And then we'll just cut this off as well so that we can just cut a straight line up. There we go. And A317 is this piece right here. We are going to remove it from the paper. I'm actually kind of curious how hard it would be to design one of these. Because it might actually be kind of fun to try to do that. Okay, so how it's supposed to work is this on front, this in middle, this on back. So, that is what we're gonna do. And yes, there's actually a design on here. It's just the lighting is glaring too much for any of you to actually see that. There. Move the model's head to be a little more logical. I am going to set up a sticky trap for you, dude. Like, legit. Okay. Front. be funny if I actually finish this stream, because I don't have a backup plan for if I finish this stream. I haven't figured it out. I mean, I can make a backup plan pretty easily. I have plenty of crafting stuff to do, but I mean, I could do a whole stream just miniature cranes. Gotta square it because very important to be very close to the line. Ooh, there. I totally failed, but whatever. Now, where'd it go? There it is. You go there. You do not yeet onto the computer desk, you yeet onto the floor. Like a good paper scrap. I will clean you up in the morning whenever I care about you. Because I don't actually have a trash can next to my streaming desk, so I just, you know, collect trash and then I throw it away either after stream or the morning after. So, depending on how tired I am. Because for anyone who doesn't know, I stream until midnight local. So I do kind of stay up for these, but you know. That's what happens when the easiest time for you to stream is when your children are asleep. And yes, I start stream at 6 or 7 p.m. local, which means the kids are not asleep, and then I go on break around 9 when they go to sleep. There. Ta-da! Perfect. Well, perfect-ish. It's good enough for, you know, I'm not used to doing these. Like, I have 3 of these right now. Because I have this, I have the chocolatier shop, and then I have the greenhouse. But I'm not exactly good at doing these, you know? Because, I haven't had the learning curve of how to do these better or worse or whatever. So, I'm still learning. At least with diamond art, I have kind of learned how to do that. And yes, I have plenty of diamond art around here. And also, where are you? There you are. It's hiding. It's hiding from me! There we go. Here. Also, I have this. And also, I have this. So, we can have fun with the 3D pen for a few streams with that. Yes, that's 3D pen refill stuff. I have black, and then I also have white. Because I don't know which one I like working in better. So, we could have a 3D pen stream sometime. That might actually be fun. Okay, so, how to hollow a hole, because it said that it is recommended to hollow the holes before I paste it. So, I don't want to bend you at all, so let's try to do this the easy way, and then we will get the X-Acto knife if you don't want to work this way. Boop. Did I cut you? Yep, I cut you. Cool. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I just need a hole that I can work with. There we go. Yeet. Not onto my chair. You're supposed to go on the floor. Stupid. Okay. And then same thing. Actually, we are going to try doing it this way. Pokey hole. Pokey hole. There we go. Ta-da! Poked a hole. Right there. So now I can hollow out these shapes into here. Because, you know, that's just how it should be. And yes, it has a guideline for me to follow. It's just a matter of being able to get to the guideline that I'm kind of struggling with at the moment, which is why I'm doing it like this. Because, yeah. Cutting the center of a piece of paper is a lot different than cutting the edges, you know? And there is whiteness. Be gone, whiteness. There we go. Cool. And then, should I cut that as well? I probably should, because that would make it... Yeah, it has a guideline saying it should be cut, so probably should do that. And then I should probably also poke a hole right here. Poke. That was a little more than I wanted, but whatever. That was a little too overzealous, but whatever. There we go. There's that. And then I'm gonna go to the guideline. To the corner. And then pull you off. Nope. You are stuck like a hangnail. Which, by the way, those suck and they hurt. There we go. Geet. Cool. We got the little thingy for top here done. See? Ta-da! At least that's complete. Now to hollow out the holes the rest of the way. Kind of like this one better than this one. Just saying. Okay, so this one is the square, this one's the arch one, and that's the tiny rectangle. Okay. Gotta make it to one of the edge lines. There we go. Made it. There we go. Yeah, there we go. You know what I should do sometime? Play Subnautica. You know, instead of listening to the OST, I should actually play it. That would be kind of, you know, epic. And yes, I could probably get more exact with the X-Acto knife, but whatever. Oh, that's probably what the cardboard is for. It's probably for cutting on, isn't it? That makes sense now. Whatever. Heck can do this with scissors. You don't have to tell me how to do stuff. I'm figuring it out. There we go. There we go. Ta-da! So how does it yeet? How does it size? Actually, that's not too bad. I thought it was going to be a lot further off than that. Nope, it's good. We can move on! We can move on. It looks not horrible. Okay, this one I'm going to do close up to my eye because it is very small. And I don't know how well I'm gonna do it. So we're going to do it like this to try to avoid error. This tiny hole just looks, you know, kind of horrible. Yeah. Come on. There we go. No, you were supposed to cut. Cut. There we go. Better, I guess. Okay, fine. Fine. Where are they? There they are. As far as I can tell, this isn't needed for anything. So. Boop. Time for operation. See, I can use an X-Acto knife, I just don't like using them. Yep. Is this thing even cutting? Like, seriously, is it even cutting? That's where the line is, right? Yes, that is where the line is. Cool. And now I cannot begin to tell you how many students in the design class cut themselves with the X-Acto knife. It was like every single class thing that just happened. I'm gonna cut that with scissors because, yeah. There we go. And cut this smoother. I don't like how it looks. Good enough, right? Okay. Yeet. There we go. We'll see how far we get on this. Because I'm kind of curious as to how far we get on it. Thankfully, the other side does not need that little slit thingy. So, it does make our lives a little bit easier. Or at least my life. Makes my life a little easier. And for the next week or so, people are going to be firing off fireworks for no apparent reason. Other than, 4th of July is in 2 days. But, they don't care about that. They're just going to, have fun with the fireworks between now and then, and even some after that. And yes, I have specific neighbors that I can predict are gonna do it. So, if you hear anything that sounds like fireworks, that's what it is. A firework. Smooth that out. These are like little kid scissors. I don't understand why I got like 3-year-old size scissors. I mean, look at this. Look at this. My thumb almost gets stuck in this little circle thing right here. So why am I using 3-year-old scissors? I am not in preschool. I don't think I am. Last I checked, I wasn't. I can math, English, and read good. Can't exactly computer the best, but, who can? Like, who can computer? Right? There we go. And last little bit. And yeet. There we go. That piece is now completed. Well, halfway. Halfway completed. So, does the brick go on the inside or the outside? That's what I want to know. And yes, I'm going to be flipping back and forth between instructions and the front. Okay, so this does in fact go on the inside. So this is, I believe, this side. Yeah. This is this side of the coffee thingy. So then, we're gonna also make that side, but this goes to this side. Okay. So we're gonna glue this, and then while this dries, we will cut this out. Because that just makes sense to me. Okay. Trial! You're on a 5-stream streak? That is insane. It's being reset because you have missed one. Which one? Which one? Also, it only resets if Twitch actually registers that you missed one, so that is how that works. How are you doing, Trial? I am this far. I am this far in making the miniature coffee store, shop, thing. Coffee house. That's what the end product should look like. Hopefully. We're getting there at mediocre speed. So we're gonna put this over here because I don't need it anymore, at least for the time being. And this. And yes, I have my model to where it is just, you know, automatically doing stuff based on my volume of my microphone and the sounds that go in there and the location of my mouse. So my character may not move very much because my hands are over here, not over here. And yes, blinking is also auto. Done. And this makes it to where I don't have to use a PNG for the hand cam anymore, because I got it to work. I'm probably going to leave these settings enabled. Where'd my glue go? Glue, there you are. Right here. Gorilla glue. Because it just makes my life easier to use the Gorilla Glue. I would use E6000, but I don't really want to. That's fun. Well, it was going to be a weird stream if I didn't glue myself once. It's already dry, but you know. If I didn't get glue on myself at least once, it would be weird. It's like working at Michael's or Hobby Lobby and not getting glitter on you. Especially near, like, Christmas. Boop. There we go. I do like that with streaming and with being a variety streamer, I get to do stuff that, you know, allows me to be crafty and do crafts because I like doing crafts. That actually looks really a lot better than I was thinking it would whenever I was cutting it. Where's a credit card when I need it? Not so I can purchase anything, just so I can get this properly flat. And not air bubbly or whatever. There. That looks a lot better than I thought it was going to. Like, seriously. Do I have any white glue on me? No, I don't. Okay, so I can continue cutting stuff because I'm not gonna stick stuff to me. I don't want to do that. So that's what we're gonna do, and then we're gonna do this. Oh, that's the windows and the paneling. So I should probably find those, right? E2 and E3. Are they over here? E2, E3. Okay. So, how do I get you out? Without hurting you, how do I get you out? Okay, so E11, you are going to just go there. How do I get you out without hurting you? Well, there's that piece. That's not the piece I wanted, but okay. I wanted this piece. Your laser cutter sucks! There we go. There's E2. Your laser cutter still sucks. There we go. E3. We're gonna put these back here so that I can find them easier later. There we go. And then I need D1. Here's D. I need D1. There we go. This one. Still sucks. Laser cutter still sucks. I don't know what you guys paid for it, but these shouldn't be this hard to get out. And yes, it looks like laser cutter or CNC, something like that. There we go. Okay. Now, we can continue. I have everything for step 7 picked out. And now on to step 6. Yeah. Come here. Come here. Bad. Okay. This worked last time pretty nicely, so let's do it again. There we go. And then just have a starting hole so that I can cut the rest pretty easily. There. Why do those go on the inside? That doesn't make sense. Okay, whatever. The little doors are really cute. Like, I love them. They're adorable. Oh, those are clips. Okay. That's the... Okay, so apparently we have a... Apparently there's a leaderboard for who does the most clips, and apparently I am number 1 because I have done 7. Apparently that's a thing. There we go. This one's a little easier to see the guideline on because it's not a bunch of bricks. No, I want you to be a little further. I guess that will work. I can understand why they recommend that I cut this out before pasting it. Because this is a pain without being glued on. How much worse would it be if it was glued on? Come on. Come on. I want to get closer to the line. Thank you. Thank you. There we go. There. Ha. You are not straight. Cut straight. Cut off, you stupid little hangnail, you. There. Much better. Get off of me! Bad little piece of paper that's so small that I need tweezers to move you. I've had splinters bigger than you. There we go. And then almost done with this one. We can go down there and then we'll cut out the general shape. Because the general shape is actually the easy one, so I'm going to save easy for last. Because I can. Yeet. Why am I enjoying eating these so much? Poke catch. Ultra ball. And we're just gonna copy that so that I can just copy paste it later. Cause, you know, kinda hard to do crafts and play the Pokemon community game at the same time. But, Metapod. And no, it's not because I like Metapod. It's literally because, Kirby, no, not Kirby. Whatever his name is. Caterpie. There we go. Caterpie was the second shiny I ever caught. First one being Geodude. And then I caught a Caterpie that was shiny, and I evolved it, and that was the first time I got to see, you know, shiny evolutions. So now I kind of, you know, try to search for shiny Butterfree evolution chain. Oh, speaking of shinies, I did not think that in this century I was going to draw a double shiny on Pokemon Pocket, but apparently I drew 2 shinies in the same, like, whatever it is, pack. I drew 2 shinies in the pack, so each pack in Pokemon Pocket has 5 cards in it. So 2 of the 5 cards in the pack were shiny. Metapod, you suck. Anyway. But the 2 that were shiny were identical as well. So hard enough to get just 2 shinies. But getting 2 shinies that are identical is even harder. So I now have 2 shiny Gardevoirs. So I am going to probably build a Gardevoir deck just so that I can use the shiny Gardevoirs. I also have the entire Beedrill evolution chain in Pokemon Pockets in shiny, including Beedrill EX. That was actually kind of a pretty fun draw right there. And then I almost have the entire Charizard evolution chain. I'm just missing Charizard. None of these are the shiny I am trying to get, because I want shiny Riolu and shiny Lucario. I have completed all of the missions for the shiny set of cards. I am just waiting to get those 2. And I have a pretty cool looking Lucario EX as well. One of the holographics that are a little more than just, you know, holographic. Heat. I don't need that paper. But yeah, if you guys want to add me as a friend on Pokemon Pocket, DM me on Twitter or Discord, and I will gladly add you until I hit, like, limit of friends I can add. I do have one cousin I want to add, so I have to do that. Also, stupid legendary from Pokemon Sun is OP, and I cannot find a hard counter for it. It drives me insane. I have died so many times in ranked to that stupid thing. Stupid avatar. And yes, he looks like an avatar from EVE Online. So, I'm gonna call him the Avatar Pokemon. And no one gets to stop me because once you see the avatar and you see him, you will understand how right I am. Alright, child! Enjoy your lurk and good night! I'm gonna continue doing this to see how far I can get. I should at some point. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna take the lurk command and I think I'm going to give it different options. Just cause I think it would be kind of fun / funny to have random possibilities for it. I'm gonna keep the one that it has, but I'm gonna like also give it like 10 or 20 other options. Because I think that would be fun. Why does this one not have a cutout for that? Like it doesn't have a guideline for cutting that out. And apparently on the image I'm not supposed to do it either. Okay, whatever. Trusting the process. Yes, screwdriver. There we go. Perfect. Screwdriver. Glue. Scissors. There. That might give me better results with this because since it is a gel, it does not like covering the whole thing. Or rather, it doesn't like going to the little nozzle where it should be. There we go. Ta-da! Maybe I should make this into a time lapse. Because that might actually be really fun to do time lapse of these. Ah! Don't stick to my hand, stick to the paper. Thank you. No, don't stick to my hand. Bad. It's bad enough that I have to center it properly. Don't stick to me. Okay. So it's off center on this side. There we go. Running out of time. It's off. It's off on the bottom. Give me 1 second. Just gotta position it properly. Okay. And then put it over there. Okay. And then that should line up proper. I mean, it's good enough, is what it is. It's good enough. No one's gonna notice that this edge is raw, right? Like it's placed that way too much by like 0.5 millimeter. There we go. Ta-da! So now we have the front and back done. And then I need this side to have these on it. So I need to put this here, and this, I'm gonna assume, goes like... Oh. Goes like this. Okay. That's interesting. That's gonna be a little difficult, I think, to get it to stay like that, but okay. So I need to put glue on here probably first so it can dry while I mess with the windows. Come on. Glue. There we go. Okay, so this goes like so, apparently. And we're just gonna hold you here for a few seconds because I need you to dry at least a little bit before I can manipulate you. How have I been doing this for like an hour? Like, I know the first 30 minutes I was just blabbing, but how have I been doing this specifically for an hour? Like, I think I should be faster at these, personally. I truly and honestly think I should be at least a little bit faster at these. I feel slow. Whatever. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna play Isekai Slow Life on the 5th, I think. So that we can, you know, get that done, and so that I can, you know... Ah! Did I glue it to the instructions? No! Don't glue it to the instructions. That is the one thing I did not want from you. Okay, there. Do not put super glue on top of instructions that you need. That is the lesson here. Okay. So is there a side that looks better? Not really. Does not matter. So, just gonna glue around here. Glue here. There we go. Stop sticking to my fingers. I know you are made to really well stick to my fingers, but I do not need that right now. Ugh. I know you are made for medical use, to make things stick together, but I do not need that at the moment. I'm gonna have fun getting this off. I mean, it's just acetone that I need, but you know, I can still whine about it. I believe it's acetone that works. Otherwise, it just comes off over time, and I don't care, really. There we go. I mean, it doesn't hurt anything. As long as I don't, like, glue my fingers together, it does not hurt anything. Go. And second window. Come on. Work with me. Get off my finger. There we go. need to place you correctly. Stop it. I only have seconds to place you. There we go. There. Okay. So this bit is complete. Yeah. There's no reason my left eye should hurt right now. Why is it stinging? Why are you stinging? You're like as far away from anything that could get in you as possible. Why are you having issues? There. I don't have my ducks in a row. I have squirrels, and they're everywhere. Okay, so I need E7 and A313. You can go on the bottom of the stack because I don't actually need you right now. I do need... Apparently, there's glue everywhere. Apparently I've not been that clean with my glue stuff. So, A313. We're going to close this because I don't want it getting everywhere. Not that badly. And then we need E7. Oh! I know which piece that is! It's the piece that I didn't want to move. There we go. This is E7, yes? Where's the thing that specifies? Yep, E7. Cool. E7! Stop. Stop being glue. You are in the way of me progressing for this. So, will you please become unsticky? Like, now. Because I would really appreciate that. Yes, I'm trying to do this to make the glue harden faster, but it's not actually sticking my fingers together because it's so small of an amount that's wet right now that, you know, it also feels weird on my fingers. Like, I love the feeling of accidental glue on my fingers. Like, you know, not me on purpose putting glue on my fingers to make like a casting of my finger or anything. But like this accidental dripping on my fingers, it feels really good. It's really weird, but it feels really good. Okay. I need that one. That's interesting. Why are those on the thing? Because none of the others have the numbers and letters on them. But those do. That's weird. Yeah. How am I supposed to cut those little things? Like legit. There are such small little holes on here. You can't really see them. You can kind of see the square there. You see how small that square is? Or how small that is? How am I supposed to cut those out? Why? Okay, so I need to face it like that. note on where A313 is pasted. Okay, so it needs to be along the area that does not have these little tabbies. Probably because it gets in the way of those tabbies, if I had to guess. There we go. Yeet. What is a Scufftacular? I have never seen that thing. Ever. And I've been playing since Gen 1. I do have slight weakness in Gen 5, but that's about it. Just trusting the process at the moment. Because I do not understand what it's having me do, or why, or how any of this is going to go together at all. And yes, I got this for the Scufftacular because of my coffee corner that I have in my kitchen. I wanted to have this as a decoration for the coffee corner. So you guys get to actually see me making decor for my house, because that's what this is. This is house decor right here. Like, this one actually has a place waiting for it. There we go. That one was so much faster and easier than the other two! Why can't they all be like that? Okay, do I need holes in this or no? Because the thing has holes in it. Apparently I do not. And yes, that faces that way. Cool. So I have the correct justification thingy. I have it correctly justified. Ooh, I get to become a Sparky. Cool. I get to become a Sparky. I get to become a Sparky. Yay. I don't want to be Sparky. Okay. So that is probably about as good as we are going to get as far as where it says to be pasted. So I should probably just paste it, right? Oh, so that goes on the back of that. Okay, so we are going to jump ahead a little bit because I am really curious about how this is going to play out. So I'm going to grab the little light and see how that exactly works as far as positioning and all that. Go back there, plants. I don't need you yet. You can stay in the little baggie for now. This... Where's the light? L1, V2... Are these not the ones I need? No, I do need this. How many lights are in this thing? do that. Okay, where is B? B. Is there a bag with B? So I need B and J. That's H, that's F, that's G, that's K, that's J. There we go. And B is one of these, isn't it? That's E. This is D. There's B. Found it. So B2 is this. It looks almost like the Colorado Sea, just saying. Come on. Come out. Come out. Their laser cutter still sucks! There we go. Okay. So, I need the thing that looks like a disco ball that's clear. Yes? Yes. Say. That? Yes? Yeah. Okay. How does this stick together? Okay, and then is this all one piece, or is it multiple pieces together? It is multiple pieces together. Okay. So I need one. I need one of them. Not all, just one. Okay. There we go. That'll work. And then we can tie this back so that I don't have to mess with that too much. Why is it so long? Okay. How do I get this to stay? Like... Okay, I get that that goes in there. That goes in there. Do I need to glue these two together? That would need to happen? B3 and B5. What are B3 and 5? It's B3. There's B5. Okay. How exactly? Okay, so B3. B5. Okay, so this goes here, apparently. And this what? Are there two of these? Yes? Okay. So B5 goes like that. And this goes. How does this go? How does it go? Oh, okay, so this does not go there yet. From what I can tell. So E7, then B7. B7 is the next thing we're doing. This is the ceiling, apparently. Okay, so we will mess with the light fixture in a moment. Until then, I need to glue this. And then I need B7. What just fell? That. Okay. No falling. Okay. So we need B7 and then we need A38. Which is probably on... Ah, there it is. Found it. So, we need to cut this out. Just gonna cut this out of the main page and then I'll do, you know, the rest of it. So is this piece not two-sided like the other one? Because the other one was intentionally two-sided. And this one is not. There we go. Okay. So now, this needs to go like that. Like that. Then I open a tiny hole right here. That worked. That actually worked quite well. It's perfectly screwdriver shaped. I love it. Okay. We'll figure this out after we do this. Because I'd like this piece to be dry by the time that I'm having to manipulate it, so we are going to do it first, and then we're going to deal with the other one. have to remember where my camera can actually see what I'm doing. It's always fun to, you know, realize that the camera only has so much area that it can see. There we go. And it has guidelines. Do I cut those guidelines? I apparently do not cut those guidelines. Okay, whatever. Whatever. If you don't want guidelines cut, I will not cut the guidelines, I guess. Go. There we go. It just looks better when I do it like that than trying to cut it to be exact, but whatever. Okay. Do not cut guidelines, put it on like this. Cool. We're good. Hello there! Welcome to Coffee Shop Building! I will glue this and then I will read your intro. Come on. Give me more glue. I need more glue. There we go. We are making decoration for my coffee corner in my kitchen. Yeah. Good enough, right? There. And we'll do it down here too, because I don't want it to slide off my thumb. Bad. There we go. Square it as best I can. And smooth. So that it can proceed with the drying process. There. That is now drying. Okay, so we need an intro, don't we? Ah! No! The superglue fell, and it has no lid on it. The world could end because of that alone. It's okay. I have saved Taco Tuesday. The Craggle is controlled. Anyway. We are going to move all this. Goodbye. I'm going to put these over here so that I don't lose them. Because we're going to deal with that later. Bip, bip. And you. Bip. There. Okay. I'm going to put this to where people can see what the finished product is supposed to be. Mark where I am. And now, intro time! Okay, so. A Mountie? Canadian Mountie uniform. I have never heard of what a Canadian Mountie is. Okay, so Voodoo Goblin, wearing a Canadian Mounties uniform, storms into the room. Its mighty toy moose mounted, rattling on squeaky wheels. Spray cheese cans duct taped to the moose's flanks spewed orange foam, propelling the duo in wild circles. I just pictured that. Anyway. The doll's Stitch grin twitched. Snickers like a maniac, leaving a cheesy smell in the air. So you just came in, went in circles with cheese spray, and left the room? Is that really what just happened? Really? Okay, I'm gonna go back to trying to not super glue my fingers together. And, hope that the mouse VTubers don't notice that it smells like cheese in here. That's what we're gonna do. My head is in the way of the thing that says scan now for merch, so I'm trying to make it to where you can read it without being in the way of the QR itself. But there is no option that is good and looks cute, except maybe this. This is kinda cute. There. That's good enough. Maybe. Yeah. Okay, so we can do this without having to look further on what I'm supposed to be doing because I prematurely did this step so that this could be dry for this step. Because logic. Okay. Now I just need to glue this onto here and wait for it to dry, and we will come back to the sparky stuff because, yeah. Okay, cool. Now we have stuff where I need it to be in this. Okay. And apparently this is all part of the lighting fixture. I may ask hubby to help me with the lighting fixture. I'm not sure. He's better at wires than I am. When can you put in your obnoxious coffee order? Let me finish building first. Just because you're the size that would actually work for this thing doesn't mean that you get to do it yet. There. And yes, I'm being obnoxious with the glue because I don't want this stuff coming off. I know it shouldn't take that much glue, but whatever. I don't find myself caring. Yeah. Come on. There we go. There we go. It said to specifically do this a specific way, and I have done it the specific way. Am I facing that right? No, I did it backwards. Whatever. It's down now, I don't care. It only said to care about the location, not which way the print was facing, so whatever. I can have the print backwards. No one's gonna see it anyway, right? It doesn't matter which way the print faces, at least with this. There. You can dry. Interesting. So apparently this and this need to attach to that. But I need D5 and D6. So I'm gonna let stuff dry before I mess with it. D5, D6. Cool. I don't want to hurt it. Most obnoxious coffee order known to man. What is it? I must know. See, that's what I'm trying to avoid happening. Luckily it was just, you know, the border that broke, but, you know. I'd like to avoid having the rest of stuff break. Come on. Come off. Come off. There we go. Where's that nail filer? Nail file, where'd you go? There you are. I need to sand, and this is the best thing I've got. So, sanding. Because someone thought it was a good idea. There we go. Much better. There. Cool. Put you over there with the other tools. Because technically you are a tool. And then we need to get this one out. There's at least one piece of it. There we go. Cool. I honestly think Metal Earth is easier to remove than this, but whatever. Okay, so apparently that goes like that. Yep. Okay, so what goes in front? So D5 goes in back, D6 goes in front. Yes? And those go here and here. So yeah. Cool. I can work with that. I can definitely work with that. Neapolitan cappuccino. More chappa than chino. How do you do more chappa than chino? Like, what is a chappa and what is a chino? Make sure it's got no more than 4 ounces of milk. Okay, the beans won't have the right texture otherwise. And make sure they spell your name correctly on the cup. Hey, I spell photonically, I make no promises. They always put Mixie or Roxy. I hate that. If you can't handle that, I'll have a venti traditional misto. Interesting. Please use soy milk with 2 blonde shots. Advogato and Restrito. I'd also love 3 vanilla pumps at the very bottom, then add the coffee after. Not gonna lie, I kind of want to go to Starbucks and see what those actually taste like. You just enjoyed me reading that, didn't you? I make no promises on reading well, I just read it. because I don't see any point in reading it silently, because what's the point? Why would I read it silently when it's so much better to read it out loud for, you know, chat or clips or whatever? It just makes more sense to read it out loud. Another ad starting! In case anyone wonders. I really want to do like my own animation stuff that comes up during ads. Because those would be kind of entertaining. Yeah. There we go. And then flip it over and place. Place to where you are square. Ah. And not sticking to my fingers. Please. Please not stick to my fingers. Yeah. There. There. You can stay there for now. While I wait for the stuff that's on my fingers to dry as well, apparently. Meow. There we go. There's the model reading my sounds. There's the ad siren! Alert! Alert! Ads inbound! Alert! 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 Maybe, AJ should use that as the sound clip instead of the actual sound clip. You know what? You know what? You know what? Game & Watches your stream. Yes, I collect amiibos and Game & Watch was one of them that I had to have. I got the 3-pack with him, Duck Hunt Dog, and Rob in it. There. There. Game & Watch is your stream. Maybe we'll fight on stream one of these days, Game & Watch. That would be fun. And yes, I collect the amiibos, I collect the Animal Crossing amiibo cards. Because I can, because they're cute, because I like them. I need D2 for that. Okay. Where's D2? D2. Apparently D2 is... So apparently D2 is holding D3. Because logic. Also, we don't need this anymore, so let's just break it. Just break it. Because the framing is not parts. Huh. Interesting. It just told me what material that is with that break. That's kind of cool. This is what? This is also D2. Why are there 3 D2s? Oh, because I have to do a door. That's why. Okay. So I need 3 D2s. Come on. I don't want you to break on me. I just wanted to break your frame. There we go. There's one. One piece of the door. And then this can yeet. Because I don't need that anymore. Come on. Work. Work. I don't want to hurt you. Thank you. There we go. That can go there. Yeah. My nail is literally stuck in the tiny piece, in the tiny gap between those. And you guys are gonna get to see my nails that I do for 4th of July, because I did actually buy stick-on nails because I wanted to be, you know, lazy, apparently. And I am going to do that because I cannot actually paint to the greatness of these nails, and I liked them and I wanted them. So, yeah, that's how that happened. So this needs to go like that. Okay. That'll be fun. Okay. It doesn't really matter which side I do as long as I do the long side. Come on. Glue. Be glue. There we go. Square. There we go. Square. And just hold it for a little bit. So that, you know, it doesn't do that. Maybe I should do the other side as well. Not sure. Hopefully that stays. Okay, so this is going on that side, so this side will also receive glue. And attempt to glue it better than what I did for the other side. Oh, according to the reference on the A1 floor. Okay, that helps. Because I was like, what angle do you guys want me to put this other piece of door at? It has a reference on the floor. It's fine. It will be easy, I think. There. Good enough to put right there. This will also go there because that's supposed to be with that. So far I have a bunch of walls that get me absolutely nowhere in final build. Stay. Stay. Bad door. Townstone. Come here. Okay. Waiting for stuff to, you know, dry. So apparently that's where I'm supposed to be now. But we're gonna do these. Because, you know, that'll make my life easier. And then we get to make a bunch of boxes. Yay! Boxes. I mean, it's not that bad for how it's going together. Very nice! We both got him. I'm gonna try to get the big pieces done because, you know, that will at least get the build of the frame done, which will make life a little bit easier. Do I put? I do. I put the boxes and stuff in here, apparently. Okay. So we need B8 and that. Where is B? There we go. So A310. The part of the build that I'm probably going to either gain followers or lose followers for. And actually the reason that I got this because I like this bit. B8. There's B. Okay. We need B8. So this one right here. Yeah. Come on. There we go. B8. And then justification. We need the 2 circles on top. And then we cut out the top thing? Or no? We do make the 2 holes, so I'm gonna use the screwdriver to make those. But I don't think we cut out the top bit here. Okay. So yes, I like, you know, kind of hiding the fact that I'm a Christian in plain sight. And this build is very much hide it in plain sight. I noticed it right away because, you know, I thought it was actually kind of cool. But I don't know if people will notice it right away whenever they see the final build. Also, it has this cat bit here, which is kind of cool. also just like really like designs that kind of take advantage of the cozy side of how I see the whole Christian thing. I mean, a coffee shop is something I have seen in churches my entire life, so this thing being like a little church coffee shop does not surprise me at all. And yes, there are other coffee shops on Amazon as well. Like, I think throughout the coffee shop mini DIYs, I think there's like 3 or 4. This one and then one other is my favorite as far as coffee shops go. And then there's like 6 or 7 bakeries, there's like 5 greenhouses. Three pet shops, 5 or 6 sushi shops. The chocolatier thing seems to be the only one of its kind, though. And, come on. This is adorable. Can you really say no to this adorable little cart thing? I can't. Oh. Come on. Give me glue. Give me glue, but do not stick to my hand. There. There we go. Ah, yes. Okay. So now we line it up, square it. Square it this way as well. There we go. And then press it. And hope that we line this up properly. One is lined up properly. Come on, out. I don't know if the designer of this realizes that these little circle holes are literally the perfect size for the screwdriver to work for them. Coolness. Now you can dry. Okay, so C3. PO. And then C4. And then C5. And then those 3 will create a thingy. Cool. Create the little cabinet. C4. C5. And then we also need Boom. A3, 3. A3, 11. A3, 3. Where's A3, 3? Is it over here? This is A3, 16. A3, 18. We're gonna need A3, 16 though. For C5, so we're just gonna cut this out real quick. Because we're gonna need it. Boom. And then A3, 3, where are you? A3, 3, right there. Found it. And then A3, 11, right here. Okay. So. A311 goes with this. You go with that. And this goes with this. There we go. We are currently on this one though. So we're gonna do them at least in order of, you know, what it says to do. But I'm going to let all of them dry. Because I can. And then what is this? That is D3. Okay. So this is where I need these. Those are the things that were being held by the door. They're actually the shelves for this little cabinet thing. I will ask hubby to help me with the Sparky stuff tomorrow. Okay. So now this goes like this, and it lines up with this. Yes? Yes, that is what it wants from me. Okay, cool. So a line to the left. And also square here. Yeah, come on. Come on. No, don't stick yet. No. No. I don't want you to stick yet. I was doing so good. Yeah. I cannot move it over, can I? Oh well. I guess that's good enough, right? I mean, it's not perfect, but I wasn't gonna get all of them perfect, was I? Okay, that one does not have anything cut out, right? I mean, it's acting like it has the two top cut out, but we can deal with that later if we need to. The design on this brick is actually kind of cool. Kind of pretty. Okay, so for this one, I do have to do that. I think that will actually be better to do after I get it on here. So let's see. If I square it, there. Well, that's lovely. The little guide thingies are not actually... Wait, nope. I did it wrong because that's the bottom. Okay. If I square it like that, will that work? Is that proper? Is that proper? Where are the lines? Okay, yes. So it does have a direction that it goes. I think. Does it? Does it have a direction? So like that? Maybe? Okay. Lines are there and square. Maybe yes. Okay. So it goes like that. Because if I square it properly, then everything lines up. Pretty properly. There we go. There we go. Square. 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 There we go. That's better. Much better than the last one. There. I wonder. Can I use this to make the perfect hole? Apparently it didn't line up. Okay. Apparently it's on upside down or something. Because that is supposed to be right there. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. No, go that way. No. That way. Stupid. Go this way. Not that it actually matters because I'm going to be putting shelving in here soon enough. There we go. Yeah. What? Where is it? Where is the hole? I think that's the hole. Yep, that's the hole. By the way, the file fits perfectly in these little shelving holes that I have to make. Yes? Come on. Go into the hole. There we go. Is the next hole right there? So it should be right around here. There we go. Right around here. Yes. Somewhere. There we go. And these holes are going to be covered, so I don't really care about making them look perfect. There we go. Holes made! And then we need to take these and place them in the holes. Like so. And that's actually tight enough of fit that I don't think I need to glue it. I really do not think I need to glue it at all. Yeah. Go in. Go into your tiny hole. There we go. Coolness. So this one, yeet. That one actually flew pretty nicely. This, yeet. And this, yeet. Because I don't need it. There we go. Yeah. And it's not a matter of, you know, I'm gluing to get stuff to stay forever. I'm gluing to just hold stuff together well enough that it can function, really. Yeah. Go in, shelf. Go in, shelf. Come on. Go in. Go in. This corner needs to go in. Go in. Okay. know that you fit. I know that you're supposed to fit, so fit. Fit. Oh. Fit. Fit. What is wrong with you? Why are you not fitting? Is the paper literally the reason that you're not fitting? Okay. Let's do that. Do this. Snip it. Because apparently it's causing issues. And fit. I said fit. I said fit. Why you no fit? Okay. Now you fit. Yes? Or not. Apparently you no fit. There we go. Got it. Only took an entire ad break worth of time, but you know, it happened. Yeah. Get in there. Get in there. Fit you. Again, not fitting. Okay, fine. We'll do this way, I guess. Am I missing a shelf? Am I supposed to have more shelves? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Apparently I need 7. Ah, there you are. I was gonna say, there's another hole. Where'd it go? I lost it already. Where'd it go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Where'd 7 go? Did it fly away? Did it grow wings without me noticing? Where'd it go? Okay. Ah, there it is. Right there. Meow. Get in. Get in, you. Get in. I love how tight these are. But I hate how tight these are. As I popped my neck literally twice. That felt kind of good, actually. Okay. And then we have one more hole. Right there. See if we can get this to go in cleanly without fighting too much. Cool. That one's in. Nice. So, that's done. Now, we need to do this one. This goes back to its tools. were you just chatting at the end of your stream, or was it a fully just chatting stream? How are you doing, Sophie? The butterflies are here. Roar! Roar! Butterflies can roar? That would be the single cutest thing ever, to see a roaring butterfly. I do not mind the raid and run. If you look at my Twitter, you can actually see, like, what the finished version of what I'm working on looks like. This is a DIY, like, miniature coffee shop model. And thank you for the raid! To the raiders! To the raiders! Welcome to the Midland Snowfall. My name is Rejomei. I am a variety streamer here on Twitch who plays anything and everything that doesn't break TOS, as well as I am a self-taught 3D modeler, and I do crafts sometimes because I have the setup to do the hand cam for Legos, so why not just do this? And you're totally cool. I know there's a delay. The delay's like 10 to 13 seconds or so. So I just wait for your answers to come in by the time that you hear it, and I keep blabbing and then I answer your stuff. And you were playing Hollow Knight. Very nice. I'm gonna have to check to see how far you got in it. Cause that is definitely a game I need to play. Oh, also, Safi, you have added 2 minutes to the timer. Because the timer is connected directly to raids. So every single raider that you raid with makes the timer go up by 1 minute. So I now have to stream that much longer to end the timer. And bye bye! Have a good night! Thank you for the raid! I'm gonna pester you later! Cause I can. Thank ya! And I'm gonna check out your VOD, cause I'm curious. Right now we are trying to build a cabinet for everything that's down here. So all of those need to become boxes, and then we're gonna put those boxes. Ah. 1 second. Everything wants to fall on me. I put it here so it could dry, not so it could attack me. Okay. We are going to put you over here so that you don't fall on me again, hopefully. Door over there. That can go over there. This can go over here. I need this. There we go. So what it's gonna do is it's going to make a cabinet like this. Like this. There we go. And then the cabinet is going to get all of this stuff inside it. I just have to make the boxes out of paper, which is gonna be kind of cool. But first, I gotta finish the sides of the cabinet. So that is what this is for. And this does go, yes, it does go exactly where I thought it did. This faces this way, yes? Wait. A318, not 16. 16 is for, okay, so this is for the back. So yes, that goes there. And then I need A318 as well, which I didn't grab yet. So let's grab A318 so that I can complete at least the bit that I'm on. This is all instruction booklet stuff. Where is the piece that I need? Is it over here? Nope. That's small stuff. Where is it this? Yes. A318. There we go. So, front, back. I had to do that on this piece as well. So there's one side, there's the other side. And we're just building as we go so that we can get this to be completed. So we're going to do the front first and then the back. And I do cut out these things on this one. And this. And this. Okay, cool. There's that. But yeah, it's just a chill stream where I glue stuff together and we talk about random stuff because we can. Like the fact that if you're gonna go on ATV, you gotta be really careful for overcorrecting. Because if you're not, yeah, you might learn how to fly. I believe I can fly off a ravine and not die. So yeah, if you were looking for a stream where I rant and I ramble, this is not the stream for that. This is just me chilling with a pair of scissors and a bottle of glue. Bip! Yeet! 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 And yeet. There we go. Okay, so now I need to cut out the guidelines. Not actual rules. There we go. And that there. Nope, bad. I didn't want to turn yet. There we go. And then this one. There we go. And then this. Oh, also I have made the schedule for this week go both on Twitch as, or not Twitch, on Twitter as my pinned tweet, and I have put it in the schedule tab of here. So this is both on Twitter and on the schedule tab here. So I can have this up for like 5 seconds, make it go away, and it's not hard to find. And we have officially made it under the 24-hour mark. Okay. It's very amusing that I made this, like, whole thing 36 hours because I calculated that was how long it would take me to get from the 19th to the 29th. And now I'm going until at least the 7th. Yes? That was the 7th, right? Wrong one. Yes, I am going until at least the 7th with this. And it's projected to go into, like, next week. I think. Let's see. Actually, no, maybe not. It's probably going to go into the beginning of next week if we project exactly as we are right now, and if nothing changes, then yeah, we're looking at the beginning of next week being the end, because my streams average for like 5 to 6 hours. So this is a short stream. This is a very short stream for me. So if I do my average of 5 to 6 hours for every stream from here on out, we're looking at next week around the beginning, around the 7th, or no, around the 11th or 13th, I believe, being the end of it. If nothing changes. And then on to the next scuffed idea! Right? Yeah. I think I might need another bottle. I have another bottle, but I don't know if I want to get it out yet. There. Boop. Come here. Come here. Okay. Square. 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 That looks about as perfect as I'm gonna get it. So, onto this you go. Boop. Okay. So, do I need to do those holes as well? Yes, I need to do those. And then was there a circle hole in the back? Nope. No circle hole. Where's the file? There it is. Ah, the glue! No! That's like the 3rd time the glue has yeeted itself tonight. Bad glue. Okay, so. Boop. Come on. Boop. There we go. And then... Come on. Boop. There we go. Done! Oh, I love that the file works perfectly for those. Okay, so... This goes like this. Yes? On the side? Yes, it goes like that. Cool. So now all I have to do is this one, and then we are golden. For now. Golden for now. Dinday! Mine. Please, mine. I actually kind of really like Dinday. And I had one in Pokemon Scarlet Violet that was like actually really good and kind of became my partner Pokemon. So I'm kind of attached. Caught my voodoo, but not me. Curses! Curse you, Powerpuff Girls! Cool. Okay. Yeah. There we go. And now, I'm gonna try to square perfectly. Square. Square, square. Ah! Did I move it? There. Nope, not square. Not square. Get off my finger. Come on. Come on. Give me enough time. Give me enough time. Thank you. Square. Square. Everything is square. Everything is square on the top, or at least on the bottom. And everything is square on the top, and yeah. There. There we go. Fairly perfect. Good enough that I can live with it anyway. And then this needs to go in like this. Somehow. Preferably without me breaking it. But I don't know how to do that, really. Because it doesn't like agreeing with me. Come on. Come on. Fine. Do this the hard way then. Use the tweezers for a part of this that they weren't actually intended for, I don't think. Fine. I'm a big girl, I can rip paper. Go. And then this. So this is kind of a pain. And I probably should figure this out before I glued things down, like it said to previously. But you know, I like learning the hard way, I guess. Nope, come here, you. There we go. Ta-da! See? Made the holes. You just are completely unaware of how hard that was. Was it? Yeah, that way looks good. Come on. Go in. Go into the hole that you are designated to go into. Come on. Into the hole. You are literally made for this. Do it. Yeah. Come on. Come on, you're literally made for this. Come on. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not having to glue that at all. It is just going in very tightly. Making me question my sanity here. Come on. You're so flimsy, I don't want to hurt you. Come on. Come on. Go in. Go in the hole. You are literally made for this. There we go, there's one. So I can press a little harder on it without hurting it. Come on. All I want you to do is become flush. That's all I want. Become flush. Fine. Not working. There we go. See? When all else fails, use your glue as a hammer. I'm more surprised that you are saying this as if it's new information. Miss Piggy is obviously a Disney princess. What is tomorrow? Not Sunday. So I can probably go to Hobby Lobby and get more of this if I need to. Because this one is apparently almost out. Which I didn't know when I started this stream. Nope, nope, no, no. Well, it now has character because some of the print came off on my finger, but hey. It looks kind of cool. And that corner was not sticking. There we go. And yes, I hid this down here in hopes that no one will notice that it's not, you know, covered with paper. Does this go on the outside like this? Okay, so I did this backwards. This is supposed to go on the inside. Oh, wait. Wait. Nope, that's correct. This is backwards. Okay. Well, I can't exactly undo it, so it's kind of just whatever. There we go. There. one piece is officially finished. All I have to do is install it into the coffee thingy, and then it's done. Wait. Nope. I'm right. The problem isn't this, it's this. This is backwards. Okay. So now I have to undo. I'm really glad I didn't glue this. Okay. Gotta pull that out. I'm gonna put it in. Like this. There we go. There we go. Cool. And this needs to go back in. Because it came out. There. That one's back. I did it all right, I was just trying to assemble it backwards. No big deal! There we go. Now it's right. You see, the print is supposed to be on the inside of the whole thing. And then that. And voila. That is officially complete, at least. And then I have all the stuff that goes inside it that I need to make. Yeah. Okay, one sec. Apparently, my glasses cannot go back on my face if I'm wearing my headset. There. Much better. Okay, so we can come back to the boxes. So this goes next to this, like that. Boop. So it goes like that. I'll just leave that there. And then D7 and A314. A314 should be right here. Yep. There it is. Found it. A34. That's kind of cute. I think there's actually a couple coloring books in there. That's kind of cool. Okay, so. That. Need D7. D7. For this. And then I also need D8, which is right here. And then this goes on C14. This is a piece I already did, so it should be more like that. There we go. Stay. All of you, stay. Stay. Okay, what was I doing? C14. Where is C14? Ah, C14. This is a very flimsy piece. And then C11. There we go. C11. C14 does not want to come out. There we go. Got it. Okay. Yeah. There we go. And then this one goes like that. There we go. Do you even have me putting lights behind this? Like, do I put lights behind that? I don't know. There we go. There. There's that. There's that. No! Do not go to the instruction booklet. No! Do not glue yourself to the instruction booklet. Bad. Bad. Here, glue yourself to this. Yeah. Come on. Square. There we go. Yeah. There. Okay. Happiness is a cup of coffee. Right there. And I do not need any holes in that, right? Right. Cool. I do, however, need these to face a different direction, I think. No, I did them right. Yeah, I did them right. D7. What's D7? Ah. So this goes like this. Okay, that makes sense. L1. Oh, so we need a light to go back there as well. Cool. So yes, the light needs to go behind the sign. And see if I get all this done. Then next time we do this, it will just be the small stuff that we're doing. Which is a lot of paper folding and plant making and stuff like that. Heat all the paper that I don't need. Okay. So this goes on like this. There we go. And then where do you go? You go apparently right here. Like that, or like this. I could not really tell how you go. So you will probably be a later thing to care about because I cannot tell what you're supposed to do or where you're supposed to go. Oh, I see. Okay, that's where you go. You connect this to this. There. Yeah. There we go. Square time. Time to square you. Okay. Yes, that is about as square as we're going to get. There we go. Now. Okay, so I do make holes in everything. There. Okay, and then this goes right here. Like so. Like so. There we go. Just like that. Ta-da! And then this goes with this. Coolness! Okay, So I think that is where we're going to stop building, at least for tonight, because it is basically 1 o'clock local. So we are going to stop there. We are going to do this. There. I'll call it 22:57. And then we will find someone to raid. Because we can. Let's see, who is live right now? You know what? We haven't raided you in a while. Let's raid you. There we go. And we are just going to, real quick, before I set up the raid, show off the schedule one more time so that you guys know when to find me and where. And we will be continuing this project specifically on the 5th. So it will be pretty cool. I have gotten to a point that I think we can actually finish it on the 5th, which would be kind of awesome. And I do need to put the bigger pieces together and do some Sparky stuff, but I'm also possibly gonna see if I can do it without the Sparky stuff. Or I'm going to see if hubby can set up the Sparky stuff to where I can easily, you know, complete it or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But yeah, tomorrow we are doing Little Kitty Big City and Stray starting at 9 p.m. EST. And then, you know, on the 5th we're doing the coffee shop again. And then finishing up Rugrats Adventure in Gameland on the 7th. And we're going to continue Popacom, which is going to be amazing because it is just me playing solo. And the controller controls 2 different characters. So that's brilliant. So we are going to switch scenes real quick because I need to copy these. Come on, do I have to go to sources? Yeah, I have to go to sources. So 1 and 2, copy. Scenes, this, Control V, and we will, oops, wrong one. We will move that one there, and we will move, actually, no, there we go. And get rid of, yes, cool. And then we will move the timer, nope, timer. Move the timer up there, there we go. Okay. And we probably can't have this on this screen, can we? We can if we move this to about right there. And then we move this here, make it bigger so that people can read it. There we go. This can go right there. There we go. Coolness. And if you guys want to see the Uncapped Scufftacular schedule or more on the goals to where, you know, you can read them better, they are actually on my Twitter on the pinned tweet if you want to see it better. So we are going to also do socials. Debbie. Merch. It's okay. Nope, it's okay. I can't remember my own command for the game thing. Okay, isekai. There we go. There it is. Rejo, raid, we are here for your cookies. Alright, so thank you for joining me for stream. Good night. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I will put all this in a spot that the kids cannot, like, destroy it or anything. So, have a good night. Enjoy the raid. Bye-bye!